through vitamins or strength work. So with the result of the blood work, we'll know who needs what and where they need it. We are also going to make sure that the standard, we're going to set the standard for all our events. What you need to achieve to be at the national championships, Commonwealth team, even if you are the national champion in that event, but what you need to achieve to make the Commonwealth team, we also know, because whether you make the standard, the highest standard or not, that's not the issue. Because once we don't have a podium performance, Nigerians are not happy about that. But even if it means only 2 athletes going or 3, we'll go with 2 or 3 athletes.
And now to tennis, where Nigeria's top players, Shehu Lawal, John Otu, and Sarah Adegoke, have crashed out of the Governors Cup Lagos Tennis Championship. Lawal, who is one of Nigeria's experienced players, was no match for Sanya Adamu in Monday's first-round match. Despite winning the first set at 6-2, Lawal failed to capitalize on this. Adamu took the second set at 6-4 and finally wrapped up the match with a 6-3 win in the third. Otu did not finish his match as he retired after Clifford and Nosoregbe took the first set 6-1. Respite came for Nigeria as Christian Paul defeated Canada's Eric Verhovich 3-6, 6-2, 6-1 to move to the second round. For Adegoke, she lost 6-love, 6-love to Ji Yao Wang of China. And finally, former Senegal coach Bruno Metsu is dead. He died of colon cancer at the age of 59 at a clinic in his hometown in northern France. Metsu, popularly called the White Sorcerer, achieved worldwide fame by taking Senegal to the last 8 of the 2002 World Cup, where they defeated 2008 champions France in the opening match. He also guided them to the Africa Cup of Nations final in the same year. He went on to achieve success in the Middle East, winning the Gulf Cup in 2007 as head coach of the UAE before becoming Qatar coach in 2009. Metsu was diagnosed with colon cancer in July 2012, having replaced Diego Maradona as coach of Al Wasli in Dubai. The disease is said to have spread to his lungs and liver. Certainly a big loss to the sport,
yes,
to the game.
Is, yeah.
That's it on Sports News.
And News Track. Thank you for watching. I'm Joker Rogers.
I'm Olumide Macaulay. Do stay tuned. Health News is next.
Every day as they happen. Opinions are ours.
I lost money in Africa. Sanusi said he couldn't care about the shareholder. Is that possible?
For and against, they have to be heard.
The government of this dispensation has made a very strong commitment. Yet, bomb skips going on every day.
People are dying, and we are talking grammar.
Unfeatured.
You are the worst advertisement of the product you are trying to pitch.
Uninhibited.
People are contravening and contradicting traffic rules.
And issues are laid bare.
This is what is called in psychology narcissism. Is worse than megalomania.
And the weight decided by you. Face Off. Wednesdays 8 to 9 p.m. only on Channels Television.
It's nice to be with you again on Health News. So glad you could join us. I am Yomi Otaigbe. Every day we all set out prepared or not for the hustle and bustle of the day. But do you ever give a thought to that part of the body that holds the key to living? I describe the heart as the engine room of the human body. And so on the back of the World Heart Day, Health News will be taking you through the road to a healthy heart with emphasis on the children. First on our news segment, as at the time of this report, the National Association of Resident Doctors is yet to resolve the issues that led to its nationwide strike. Let's bring you up to speed with the details and other reports.
The meeting between the team of negotiators from the side of the National Association of Resident Doctors and representatives of the federal government on October 3, 2013 has changed nothing, as the NARD maintains that earlier demands made by the association remain. Resolutions from the National Executive Council meeting of the resident doctors on October 7th in Abuja states that the federal government must produce a blueprint on residency training program in Nigeria, sort out all the irregularities in emoluments following the implementation of the Integrated Personal Payroll Information Treatment IPPIS, and the immediate implementation of CONMES to all NARD members in Enugu State University Teaching Hospital. While the resident doctors and the federal government flex muscles, the patients remain at the receiving end.
I brought my husband there for months now, and actually the doctors, they've been doing well on him. But right now, a few days ago, like 4 days ago now, I heard they've been on strike. So with that, I've not been seeing any doctors, and it's kind of in pain, which I believe I need doctors to attend to him.
I heard about the strike that was going on now. I heard, and there was strike.
For now, the strike by resident doctors continues, and the nation waits with fingers crossed. Still on Nigeria's health sector, if the initiative to create special funding for health facilities sees the light of the day, then the country's health sector may be set for a transformation. Addressing a delegation from the Nigerian Medical Association, President Goodluck Jonathan pledged that the federal government will fully explore the option of creating a special intervention fund to facilitate the rapid establishment of more centers of medical excellence across the country. He described as creative the idea of a special fund that will give low-interest loans for the establishment of state-of-the-art medical facilities. The president added that he is determined to do all within his powers to resolve all issues that lead to labor disputes and strikes in the medical and educational sectors. The long wait for a malaria vaccine may be nearing an end, as British drug maker GlaxoSmithKline is seeking approval for the world's first malaria vaccine next year, after trial data showed the vaccine significantly cut cases of the disease in African children. After 18 months of follow-up, the vaccine known as RTS-S was found to have almost halved the number of malaria cases in young children in the trial, and to have reduced by around a quarter the number of malaria cases in infants. The company now intends to submit in 2014 a regulatory application to the European Medicines Agency, EMA. It added that already the World Health Organization has indicated it may recommend the use of the RTS-S vaccine from as early as 2015 if EMA drug regulators back the license application. Here in Nigeria, a malaria expert and head of public health division of the Nigeria Institute for Medical Research, Lagos, Dr. Sam Awolola, shares his thoughts on the malaria vaccine.
In the past years, a number of vaccines came out. There are different names, the RTS-S vaccine and so forth. And after some time, the efficacy failed on the field. So when this new, the news came that there's a new vaccine that possibly will help us to eliminate malaria, I was not too enthusiastic, because knowing fully what has happened in the past.